Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little bit of a different video. So it is actually my birthday tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I'm feeling very old. Is it just me, or does everyone feel super old right before their birthday? And it is my first birthday as a mum, so that's really nice. I'm baking my birthday cake and I thought that I would show you guys and just kind of have a bit of a chat. So I am making a coffee cake. Hopefully it all tastes like coffee. I'm going to do a caramel ganache icing, which is obviously like the best bit, because caramel and coffee, like, have you heard of a better pair? So that's gonna be really good. I'll pop like the full recipe in the description box below so you guys can check that out. But I literally just googled coffee cake, and all of the coffee cakes I googled have cinnamon in them, and they're meant to be cakes you have with coffee. So I'm just substituting the cinnamon for coffee, and hopefully that'll make it taste like coffee as opposed to just a cake that you would have with coffee, because that is my vibe. So it is going to be paleo, and it is gluten-free and dairy-free and sugar-free and all of that stuff. And at the moment I'm just using a mix of like a bit of everything, which is good. This morning was really nice. Me and Finley just went for a super nice like walk along the beach, which was beautiful. It's been really like rainy the last couple of days, and then today it's really sunny again, which is quite nice. The waves were massive though. I don't know if you could see that in the footage that I got, but it was so big we nearly got sprayed on our walk, but that's all good. And then we went out for a little Valentine's Day brunch because Finley is my new Valentine, and we got pancakes. This is the coffee I'm using, by the way. It's by Zocco, which Luke Zocchi, I think his name is, or something. He's Chris Hemsworth's personal trainer, and I follow him on Instagram, and I really like it. It's coconut coffee, and it's like, yeah, coffee with a creamer. I'm here for it. I haven't been having it while I've been breastfeeding because I just feel like you probably shouldn't. But it's got like, it's from Byron Bay, it's got probiotics, organic grains, coconut creamer, no added sugar, and it's vegan and 100% home compostable. So that's cool. But I like the taste, so I'm just chucking in a big tablespoon of that instead of cinnamon, or as well, yeah, instead of cinnamon. And then just went to the health food shop to grab some ingredients for my birthday cake, which is a good time. I've actually been having a really good time tracking my calories, which I told you guys in my last video that I was doing again. So honestly, last time I was tracking my calories, I did get a little bit disordered. I guess I was just like really into making sure I was hitting my calories and hitting my macros, and it wasn't necessarily healthy because I was getting like a little bit too stressed about it. And I think that like, while obviously having your calories is a good goal, you've got to like still live your life and stuff. So that is why I stopped. But this time I think I'm approaching it from a much better place, and I am looking at it like an ideal type goal, and if it's out, it's out. I'm also not in a cut, and I'm not even like really worried about my number of calories. Like some days I eat like 2,200, some days I eat 2,700, and that's fine. I'm just like eating what I'm hungry for. But I'm more focusing on my macronutrients and my macronutrient split. So I find that when I do eat a higher fat diet and make sure that I am hitting my protein, I feel a lot better, I perform a lot better, and my body looks a lot leaner, just because if I do overdo it on the carbs, I tend to just like look quite doughy and inflamed, and it just doesn't necessarily agree with me. So just by kind of tracking, I'm more aware. I'm just being a little bit more sensible about, you know, portion sizes of sweet potato fries, and yeah, tracking my protein, especially because I was severely under eating protein, which is not good at all. and I found that's been really helpful. So even though my gym consistency is still a work in progress, I'm really happy tracking calories at the moment. But I'm not tracking the calories or the macros of this cake I'm making. I'm of the personal opinion that calories from your own birthday cake don't count. So I can enjoy this one. I just put some more coffee in there. I decided to make an instant coffee and just cool that and chuck that in, just because I do want it to have a really nice coffee flavor. It looks very wet. Let me show you. Ooh. That looks really wet, right? Like, I don't know. Hopefully this... Ooh. Hopefully this turns out, because it'll be really upsetting if my own birthday cake sucks. And I was going to use honey, but I think I'm actually going to use maple syrup because that will be nicer. 5 tablespoons. How much is that in cups? I'm going to go 4 because 5 feels like a lot and I don't want anyone to get like diabetes. Mission accomplished. So that's the base. The health food shop, like, I love it, but it is so expensive. And I do try to buy like nuts and stuff from Woolworths because, to be honest, they're the same. And the health food shop is just so expensive for some things. But yeah, my little baby Woolworths did not have pecans, and I really needed pecans for this cake. But and Finley woke up from his nap, which, if you can hear him chatting in the background or playing his piano, that's why. This is a lot of coconut sugar. Oh. Yep, he's having a chat and chewing on his mobile, which seems to be his favorite pastime. There we go. Really just want to get this in the oven on the ASAP. So this is my candied walnut slayer. Mostly sugar. Mostly sugar. Looks good though. And the frosting is literally the easiest part. So I used to always just make cakes and not put icing on them because I didn't know how to make a good paleo or like just gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free icing. But this is life-changing. It is 2 ingredients. It is so easy and it will change your cake game like to the max. You can put it on cupcakes, you can put it on normal cakes, whatever you want. So all I've got is a pot of boiling water, and I'm just going to chuck in 1 can of coconut cream and 1 block of chocolate. So I'm using caramel chocolate because I'm making caramel icing, but you would just use whatever chocolate you want for that flavor icing. So melt down the chocolate, pour in a can of coconut cream, and then just put it in the fridge for like minimum at like an hour or so until it goes like really thick and creamy, and then ice your cake. So that is melting nicely. Ooh. Are you excited to try Mummy's cake? Just kidding. You can't have any. It's all for me. It's not for you. I reckon that looks pretty good. So the cake looks pretty good, and I'm pretty excited. The pecan sugar cinnamon layer actually turned out really good and like super crispy, so that's really exciting. My icing is coming along nicely, so that's just the melted chocolate, and then literally all I do now is shake up the coconut cream and pour that in. I'm also going to throw in just a little bit of salt because I love salt and the cake is going to be quite sweet, and this is just going to make like a salted caramel icing. So both of these will go in the fridge overnight. I'm gonna pop this one in the fridge now and hopefully ice my cake in like an hour or so, and I'll let that cool on the bench and then, yeah, pop it in the fridge later tonight so it will be perfect for tomorrow. But now, so while I wait for that to cool and for my icing to like thicken up, which is just the coconut cream being in the fridge, I think we're gonna go to the beach and have a little swim, and Finley's going to, you know, feel the sand on his toes and the water. It's so cute. It's genuinely like my favorite thing to watch his little face light up, and it also tires him out really well. So he goes to sleep. Look at you in your little beach get up. You look so cute. Are we gonna go have a swim? So my icing still needs a little bit of firming, but you can kind of see how it's a lot thicker now. But it is the moment of truth for my cake. It is, I mean, it looks good. I'm really hoping the bottom layer is cooked. Oh. Yeah, I would say that's cooked. So I'm super happy with that. That's supposed to be the bottom, so I'll probably flip it and then have that like maple crunchy bit, but like it stays together. It's still a little bit warm, but it feels like quite spongy, and I think once the coconut oil like really sets in it, I'm happy. It's so annoying because literally all I want to do is taste it and know if it like turned out good or not, but I will wait until tomorrow, and so hopefully it's good.